Welcome to the party, pal. If the neighborhood master chaos here, I hope you're well. Severin is getting ready for Black Friday. I hope you are as well. The final announcements are in for their I'm gonna call it top 10 lineup for Black Friday. These are rough. I'm not gonna lie. The second half of announcements do not make me very excited for the sale. But we will discuss as we go forward. Here is the splash page announcing number six. So let's go right to number six. First up, number six is Razor Blade Smile. Now, I remember renting this back in the day at Blockbuster. I don't remember if I liked it or not, but odds are I did not enjoy it. I have a feeling I was not a fan, but it does. Of course, behoove me to revisit, especially if Severin thinks it's worth releasing. This is the North American UHD premiere two-disc collection with 9 hours of special features. This is from writer-director Jake West, who did the Mancunian Man documentary, which is honestly the best thing on that Cliff Twemlow box set. But we will discuss Cliff Twemlow down the line in the future video. Trust me, I have a lot to say. This is a wickedly sharp and damned entertaining must-see cult classic now in UHD for the first time ever. For actually, I think even on Blu-ray too. But I might be mistaken there. For skin-tight, black-clad, bisexual vampire Lilith Silver, being a professional hit woman is all in a night's work. But when Lilith becomes hunted by the equally immortal Illuminati, she'll unleash her own war of bullets, bloodlust, and fanged brutality. Also stars David Warbeck in his final film appearance, which is really cool. Newly scanned in 4K from the original 16. I remember it looked rough, so there you go. Shot on 16. And then you get a feature-length documentary on 90s British bloodsucker culture. Oh, that's interesting. When the freaks come out at night. UHG has audio commentary with Jake West and the production designer Neil Jenkins, and an archival commentary with the director and Eileen Daly, the star. The Blu-ray has the same things, as well as the Vampires Forever documentary on 90s British vampire culture, 95 minutes, also directed by Jake West. I wonder if that had been released somewhere before. That's interesting, but it could be really depressing too. Disc 2 special features include a look back with the cast and crew, costumes, some kind of continuing comic book. I don't know if you get the comic book or it's just a documentary about, a little featurette on the comic. Either way, meh. Um, 25th anniversary at Fright Fest, 97 Cannes video tour, like when they were selling the movie. Um, some kind of tarot thing, blooper reels, still galleries. I mean, it's extras packed. Sci-fi TV spot. Another documentary, kind of maybe shorter, I'm guessing, because it doesn't have a runtime um, about vampires, and then a little short film about vampires. And an ad creative for Kodak. Okay, interesting. 103 minutes, region free, limited edition slipcover that you can only get through Severin. Here is the artwork for that. Um, for me personally, this is a pass. But I will revisit this. I'll find it on Tubi, or it might even be on YouTube. I'm not sold on this at all. Title 7 introduces Grandmaster Bronson. Who the hell is that? Well, it's the guy in the middle there, but I was taken aback by this release, and well, let's get into number 7. Number 7 is the Bronson Lee Za Karate Collection, the worldwide Blu-ray premiere. I've never heard of this gentleman. I don't understand what Za Karate exactly entails. But this is the legendary trilogy on 2 discs plus the recut US version, Bronson Lee Champion. Now, because of this and the Crippled Masters, does that mean we're not going to get a Clones of Bruce Lee 2? Because these would have fit perfectly on there. I mean, Crippled Masters really has nothing to do with Bruce Lee, but I mean, Bronson Lee, come on. That would be perfect. Unless Severin really thought that these would sell. I mean, Crippled Masters. I mean, if it had been in 4K, that would be different. But Crippled Masters already had a Blu-ray, so putting it in a box set made sense. Just that, oh, here, there's an extra one. Zod Karate. I can't imagine this thing's gonna fly off the shelves. As a Black Friday title for me, this is a really weird choice. They could be fucking awesome movies. My buddy Malcolm, he's over at Aaron Pinn's channel all the time. He loves it. He says they're great movies. They might be amazing. This is one I may buy on a sale, but this feels weird to me for a Black Friday title, and the fact that it's not in a the Bruce Exploitation box set makes me wonder for getting that. Anyway, let's talk about this one. Following their international success with Sonny Chiba's Street Fighter series, Toy Company signed Japanese American eighth degree black belt karate and kobudo champion Tadashi Yamashita for new action trilogy in which Yamashita's rugged looks and ferocious skills are pitted against a murderer's row of actual competition fighters. In Zakarati, also included here in the recut dubbed US version, Ohio Farm Boy, oh, of course, Ohio Farm Boy Yamashita is targeted by mobsters when he dares to compete in Kyoto's World Championship. In Zakarati 2, the world's deadliest martial artists are sent to kill Tadashi before he can avenge the theft of a priceless sword. In Za Karate 3, Yamashita must learn new fighting styles to defeat a global squad of kung fu assassin cinema icons including Bolo Young, Shingo Yamashiro, a whole bunch of other people you may or may not have heard of up here in the film. Now scanned in 4K from the original camera negatives, but it's not in 4K, so there is that to keep in mind. It'll be cleaned up, which is nice. Disc 1 has Zakarati and the recut with a commentary track, a partial commentary track, an interview with Tadashi himself, as well as some trailers. And disc 2 will have part 2 and 3, has a commentary with the star and Michael Worth, and some trailers. Is a commentary on both movies or just the one? Doesn't I don't think it actually says. Oh yeah, Zakarati 2 up there. Yeah, so Zakarati 2 has a commentary, and Zakarati 3 will also have a commentary. That's pretty great. Then an interview with a co-star, as well as specific scene commentary with Donnie Williams. And it's I mean, this is interesting to me. I think I would definitely pick this up. 86 minutes, 79, or I should say, they're all about 86. Actually, they're all 86 minutes. It's kind of crazy. Every entry in this franchise is 86 minutes, except for the recut. Region A only, limited edition slipcover. So this might be coming from like Eureka or something at some point. Bronson League collection. I mean, it looks goofy as hell. Look at that guy's face. I mean, I guess you could say he kind of looks like Charles Bronson. Maybe that's where they're getting that from. I know Bronson was Asian, or at least part Asian. Uh, yeah, yeah, I'll probably pick this up, but I'm hoping the price is south of $30. I'm gonna guess 28, 25. 25 would be good for the slipcover. Yeah, I'd be down. I'd be down for that price. But for me, it's still a really, really strange Black Friday title. And what I mean by Black Friday title is, you expect this to be the hotness, the creme de la creme, and they have not necessarily, in my opinion, provided titles that are like, whoa, my God, Black Friday doorbuster. You got to get in. Make sure you get your order in because you need to have this in your hands immediately. Case in point, our next title, as you can see, a little gentleman kind of sitting there in the back. It looks like one of the crippled masters is combing his hair, or maybe looking through his hair for lice like a monkey. Number 8 is another, in my opinion, underwhelming reveal. Certainly nothing to get excited about. It almost feels like they should have saved like the Doctor Who 4Ks for a Black Friday. I think that would have been, and not that I care about Doctor Who, but I think that would have been more of a, whoa, that's kind of great. That seems like a big deal. The final program, honestly, I've never heard of it. And from what I'm hearing, it's not a great movie either. This is the worldwide UHD premiere 2-disc collection, 6 hours of special features. But what the hell is it about? For more than 50 years, it's been called endlessly inventive, audaciously bonkers, and unlike any movie you've ever seen. Now experience the weird gem that needs to be celebrated in UHD for the first time ever in this premiere adaptation of a Michael Moorcock novel. Writer, director, production designer Robert Fust unleashes Moorcock's lethal dandy genius, Jerry Cornelius, into a melting conspiracy of mad scientists, pinball nuns, and immortal ambisexuals bent on world domination. Jenny Runacre, Sterling Hayden, and Harry Andrews co-star in this stylish acid comedy, also known as Last Days of Man on Earth, now scanned in 4K from the original negative. Doesn't really tell me much, but it probably like a Last Man on Earth kind of science fiction movie. The UHD has two commentary tracks plus the trailer. The Blu-ray will include the commentary tracks as well as a featurette on the character in the film, interview with the producers, as well as a conversation with one of the producers, and then conversation with the actress from the film, with Kiola Janice, as well as an interview with an author, I guess, who has written on these types of works, and then a video essay entitled "The Androgynous Android, Our Favorite Kind." And then Kim Newman on the director. Interesting. It is region free blue. I'm sorry, region free UHD and a region A blue. Rigid slipcase. Remember those words. So when we get it in hand, not that I'm going to be buying it, but we'll be looking for a rigid slipcase featuring the artwork. It's only and it comes with the rigid slipcase will be limited to 3,000 units. So this will be limited if you really, really want it. Anyway, final program. It could be okay, but I've heard it's pretty sucky. I think it's available on Tubi or YouTube. I heard some people had seen it. It was not great. I'm not impressed. Number 9 is pretty strange, but it's, intended to be strange. Does it feel like a Black Friday title? I mean, I guess so, but at the same time, I mean, probably the biggest set we're getting for Black Friday, but it still doesn't inspire me to go out and get the bundle or anything. Reveal number 9 is the TV show Idiot Box, which, don't worry if you don't remember it. It was on MTV for a while. I mean, here it says 6 episodes, but I don't know if they all aired. Anyway, full disclosure, I loved Freaked. It's one of my favorite movies. I bought the 4K from Umbrella, but I hated Idiot Box. I thought it was absolutely obnoxious and unfunny. Here, however, if you have fond memories, you can pick up all 6 episodes plus the infamous short film Squeal of Death. In 1991, MTV greenlit a new sketch program from co-creators Tom Stern and Alex Winter. Yes, that Alex Winter. That promised some of the most astounding, bizarre, and alarming comedy ever broadcast. From God's Almighty Anvil and the Huggins Family to Lockjaw and Eddie the Flying Gimp from outer space, with a cast that included Lee Ehrenberg, Flea, Ricky Lake, tons of interesting. John Hawkes was in here. Uh, experience the weirdly hilarious and now legendary ice pick to the skull of humor that enraged parent groups made network executives very nervous and led directly to Stern and Winter's feature film debut, Freaked. This collection gathers all 6 episodes and the rarely seen best of for the first time ever, sourced from the original MTV Masters, with short films, outtakes, and more, curated by Tom Stern and Alex Winter. Here it says Stern and Winter's feature film debut, Freaked, but I could have sworn Alex was already famous from Bill and Ted when he got Idiot Box, because I know Ken Reeves is in Freaked as a cameo, and like he's the Wolf Boy. I don't think he got credited or anything like that, but maybe the featured directorial debut, maybe that's it. But I could have sworn he was Bill, and he was, who the hell is he? Bill, I keep forgetting that he's Bill, right? I think he's Bill. I don't know. Anyway, I thought he was, anyway, that's strange. Maybe directorial debut. Special features include Out of the Phone Booth and Into the Box. Oh, so it is. Yeah, he was popular after that. Interview with Alex Winter, interview with Tom Stern, conversation with Alex Winter and Lee Ehrenberg, conversation with Tom Stern and John Hawkes. That's great. interview with the producer, co-writers, artists, newly discovered outtakes, and then you get Squeal of Death. Is it just one disc? I think it is just one disc. Feature specs, Region A. Runs about just 98 minutes. What? Really? That's it? 6 episodes? That's kind of crazy. Anyway, really short. I don't remember them being that short, but all right. Idiot Box, really insane cover there. That looks like something that you'd see at OCN for one of the partner releases. That's a good example of how kind of fucking insane everything is. And then the inside Emre case is a perfect indication of just the insanity heading your way if you pick up Idiot Box. I myself will not. Last up is a title that I'm very, very excited for, but it has me scratching my head just like Zakarati and Crippled Masters did, because this would have been absolutely perfect in the Danza Macabra box sets, which I'm wondering why they didn't include that in there, especially since the last box had a 4K edition. Why wouldn't you put this in with another Danza Macabra box set to help sell that box set? Final reveal of the SEVERIN Black Friday 2025 lineup is The Ghost. Barbara Steele returns to SEVERIN 4-disc limited edition worldwide UHD premiere. 4 hours of special features plus an Italian horror of the 60s documentary, which I'm excited about, and a compilation CD. Direct from its triumphant 2025 premiere at the Venice International Film Festival comes Riccardo Freda's masterpiece, featuring a stunning performance by the greatest femme fatale of Euroshock cinema, Barbara Steele, now in UHD for the first time ever. In turn of the century Scotland, a young wife conspires with her lover to murder her wealthy, paralyzed husband. But when the dead spouse's spirit returns, it will unlock a nightmare of spectral terror, sudden violence, and depraved vengeance. Peter Baldwin and Harriet Medine co-star in the 1963 classic that resets the bar for Italian horror. Co-written by Freda and Oreste Biancoli, with an intense score by Francesco De Mazzi. The Ghost has been scanned in 4K from the thought-lost original camera negative and restored by SEVERIN. Curated for this limited edition with the 2019 documentary Executioners, Masks, Secrets, Italian Horror of the 1960s. That sounds really, really good to me. I will be picking this up. But I mean, it's a 4K, so this is probably going to be $55 or something, $60. I'm not paying full price for this sucker for a while. I'm waiting for a sale, so I'm going to hang on to my butts for this one. The UHD has commentary with Kat Ellinger as well as an audio interview with Barbara Steele. The Blu-ray has the same things. As well as an audio interview with actress Harriet Medine. The audio interviews are kind of boring on a disc because you're just kind of, I don't know, staring at pictures or whatever. That does nothing for me. Anyway, Barbara Steele presents the 4K restoration at the Venice Film Festival. An interview with Robert Curti, author of Italian Gothic horror films. Video essay on Barbara Steele, which I feel like we've gotten stuff like that before, but that's always good. And then a video essay by Tim Lucas, as well as the bonus Blu-ray, which includes the documentary, which I'm excited about, and then a bonus disc, which includes the compilation CD. Feature specs, region free, 95 minutes. A slipcover, bonus Blu-ray, and compilation CD are exclusive to SEVERIN. This is my favorite release of the sale. I love this. They left this for last. I guess they thought this was their big ticket. Most people are aiming for Bay of Blood. Bay of Blood is a high recommendation from me. Out of the 2 videos I've made on this, Bay of Blood is the standout for the last one. The Ghost is the standout for me in terms of the Black Friday announcements. So there you have it, folks. A very mixed bag for me. This is underwhelming slate for Black Friday releases. A lot of titles that, to me, just don't smack of the magic of Black Friday. Like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And by the way, they are released for Black Friday, but they do not have Black Friday prices. You know that already, but in case you don't or forgot, none of these will actually be on sale. None of these will be discounted. They're just releasing these movies to bring you to the site, and be aware that they will be full price. You know that. I'm just clarifying it for some people who may not. So You don't need to buy these at full price. You don't need to buy these immediately, but you should, keep it on your list for when they go on sale. For you're gonna have to wait till next Black Friday to buy these on sale, but that's okay. It's worth the wait. They're not going anywhere unless there's that limited slipcover for that one final program one. If you really want that, it's got a boob on it and a gun. If you really want that, then go ahead and grab it. But another interesting thing I want to point out, and this is something that really bugged me. Triple Masters did not get a slipcover, but Za Karate did. Does that make any sense to you? It doesn't to me. It really, really doesn't. Anyway, my friend, that's it. I'll see you. I'll be live Black Friday covering this sale and Vinegar Syndrome, so I hope you'll join me for that. Until we meet again, take care of yourselves and see you at the movies.